the mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Leo Chanel has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Chiefs at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A good pickup there, 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
But first down, Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 35 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And no room to run. Might have gotten a yard, that's all. Second down. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Mahomes now to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They go play action with Hurts. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Now it's 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's the tight end Hurst with it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and starting to put together some drives.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory,
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Brevin Jordan from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is Smith with a grab. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
2nd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Mike 3. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. 43. 43. 0-0, Mike 3. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Third and 12. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
on is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go. Trim it.
Barkley, inside handoff. There he goes, left side.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep.
The ball comes out. Mahomes now on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only